Hey, good morning. Happy Wednesday. What a beautiful morning to be alive. It is. I'm excited. I'm 1 week away from starting my new adventure. Ah, that's pretty thrilling. But in the meantime, I've been continuing my current adventure, and that is just healing myself. And I really like doing that. It's a process and it's a daily mantra, and it is something that I feel the difference every day. Now, one of the things that I've been doing every day, really honestly, is my enemas. Now, I do have regular movements every day, and they're apparent, they're obvious, um, and I flush them right out. But when I do my enemas, something very different occurs. Now, it wasn't always like this. In the beginning, it was pretty messy. There was a lot of loose stuff. I mean, it was a real process all the way through, but I just kept going at it diligently and dealing with it one way or the other. But now, for several, I don't know, it seems like weeks, I think, what happens is what's coming out is like collecting little stones, and some of them are pretty big stones, really, but they're like turd balls. I mean, they're just like solid, real solid, and they're like balls, and they don't. I mean, when I do my enemas, it doesn't even leave any kind of crap residual or anything. It's just like these balls, these stones come out. Now, when I was talking to my dear friend, um, she told me, because she's been doing these for a long time, that those are coming out of the folds of my intestines, that those are um, things that have been lodged in and hanging out in the intestines for a long time. Now, that makes a lot of sense to me because, like I said, I have regular movements and it looks like any other movement that most people understand. I take a dump, it looks like a dump. But these are definitely different. Now, I do take in my morning pee, I mix in diatomaceous earth, which is a silica that I just mix in into my pee and drink it, and I also mix it into my enemas. So I think that these additives um, give an extra, I don't know, lubrication, movement, irritation. I don't know what it is, but it's working. That's the most important part. And I feel great. Like every time this happens, which is every day at this point, it's been going on regularly. Um, it's mind-boggling, really, quite frankly. And it's a relief. It feels really good. And I can feel my insides getting clean. My intestines are getting cleaned from the inside. Ha ha. And then I do my body rubs after that, and I always do my eyes the first thing in the morning before I mix in the diatomaceous earth because that silica is not going to be good for my eyes. But I do use my fresh morning pee. Every day I just rub it in put it in and, swish it around to my eyes. And they feel good. And I rub it all over my body. I do a full-on body rub. Usually go over my body twice, sometimes 3 times. I pour my aged urine, and I like the aged urine for this purpose, and the same with the enemas. Now, my aged urine that I use for the enemas is not real old. Um, It's my more current stuff, so it can be weeks old, perhaps. And but I save the other stuff for my body rubs because it's really it's like silk. The longer it ages, it multiplies in its stem cell enzymes into the billions, and it just gets silky smooth. So my body's getting to be like a baby. You can call me baby. So anyway, I just thought this might be of some interest. I don't know, because let's talk shit. Hey, are you talking shit about me? No, I'm talking shit about myself, man. So anyway, yeah, it's working. That's the way I look at it. It's completely working. I feel the difference, and I am grateful for all this knowledge, this information, this procedure and process. And it's going to be interesting for me because in a week I'll be living in my van and on the road. So I'm going to have to switch up some of my routines somehow. I'm going to have to kind of make shit up as I go along, so to speak. But I know I'm a, kind of resourceful person. So I know I'll figure it out one way or the other. So I'm not worried about it. That's the whole thing with routines, Sometimes you got to switch them up. And I do. So I did pen a piece about this, and I'm going to share that with you now. It's called I Feel a Difference. I feel a difference every day. My body is changing in every way. Changing my diet and extending my fast, I am no longer who I was in the past. By drinking my urine and doing my rubs, after my enemas I find stones in the tub. Intestinal stone enemas is how I describe what I am clearing that's buried inside. Inside the folds, these prisoners are freed from aged urine enemas and drinking my pee. My regular movements keep moving on through, and these stones are ancient, so I know it is true. My enemas are working and cleaning me out. I feel the difference, erasing no doubt. Like that. So, I really do hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, marvelous day, and that your life is filled with love, and you always keep your peace together, and boom, you just been loved. Ha ha. Bye now.